Connor Adebayo, the scion of the prestigious Adebayo Hospitality Group, was a man who had it all except for a love that was real. At 32, with a fleet of luxury cars and a portfolio of five-star hotels and restaurants, he was a catch on paper, but his experience with women had left him jaded. Every smile seemed to be for his bank account, every laugh for his family name. He just opened his newest masterpiece, the Oasis, a breathtaking fusion of traditional Nigerian cuisine and modern fine dining in the heart of Lagos. It was the perfect stage for his audacious plan. Ditching his designer suits for a simple black uniform and adopting the name Deji, Connor decided to go undercover as a waiter. He wanted to find a woman who saw him for the man he was, not the money he had. His first day was a blur of spilled drinks and confused customers, but he was determined. He would learn to serve, to listen, and to truly see people. His new mission began with a stern-faced, but beautiful, sous chef named Amora, whose fiery passion in the kitchen was as captivating as her kindness to her colleagues. Connor knew this was going to be more complicated than he thought. Amora was a force of nature in the kitchen. Her food was a symphony of flavors, her movements precise and confident. She was a stark contrast to Deji, the clumsy but charming new waiter who seemed to be a walking disaster. Amora found herself constantly bailing him out, whether it was showing him how to properly clear a table or helping him carry a tray of sizzling asen. Despite his awkwardness, there was a quiet intensity in his eyes and a genuine curiosity about her life and her dreams. While Connor was used to talking about corporate takeovers and market shares, he found himself captivated by Amora's stories of growing up in Ibadan and her ambition to one day own her own food truck. Their late-night conversations after closing time became the highlight of his day. He found himself falling for her infectious laugh and the way her eyes lit up when she talked about her love for food. For the first time, he felt seen for who he was, a man with his own hopes and vulnerabilities, not a brand. The deception weighed on him, but the fear of losing this authentic connection was greater than his guilt. Their relationship blossomed over the next few weeks, fueled by secret dates and stolen moments away from the bustling restaurant. Connor, under his Deji persona, had to construct an elaborate life story. He was a student from a humble background, working to pay for his school fees. It was a lie that grew with every shared meal and every heartfelt conversation. Amora was completely in love, seeing in him the kind, honest man she had always hoped to find. Meanwhile, the real world began to encroach. Tenny, Connor's ex-fiancée and a prominent Lagos socialite, started making a spectacle of her visits to the Oasis. She saw Connor's restaurant as the new place to be and her constant, loud request to speak with the real owner caused unease among the staff. Connor had to use every ounce of his charm and cunning to avoid her, but her presence was a constant reminder of the life he was hiding from. Amora noticed Tenny's piercing glares and the subtle, hostile tension whenever the two were in the same room. When Amora asked Deji about Tenny, he simply dismissed her as an unimportant old acquaintance, a lie that felt too easy and left a seed of doubt in Amora's heart. Tenny, a woman scorned and highly connected, was not one to be ignored. After seeing the new waiter and being told he was unavailable, she began to put the pieces together. The waiter's face was too familiar, his expensive watch, which he carefully hid under his sleeve, too luxurious for his supposed income. A cold rage began to simmer within her. She was determined to expose him and reclaim the status she believed was hers. Tenny started using her connections to subtly discredit Connor's business, spreading rumors among the elite about financial troubles at the Oasis. Her behavior at the restaurant became increasingly provocative, and she made a point of requesting Deji by name, asking him pointed questions and trying to catch him in a lie. The pressure was immense. Amora's best friend, a popular food and lifestyle blogger, started investigating the oasis, trying to get an exclusive interview with the mysterious owner. She'd noticed Deji and Amora's burgeoning romance and sensed a story, not knowing she was on the verge of uncovering a scandal that would rock Lagos society. The explosive climax came during a high-profile industry event at the Oasis. Amora's best friend, the blogger, arrived with a prominent online journalist. It was all part of a trap laid by Tenny. She had been colluding with a rival hotel group, plotting a hostile takeover of the Adebayo Hospitality Group. Tenny cornered Amora in the kitchen and dropped the bombshell, "Your precious Deji. He's Connor Adebayo, the billionaire owner of this restaurant. He's been using you for a cheap publicity stunt to make himself look like a man of the people." Tenny produced manipulated documents and doctored photos to prove her claims, making it look as though Connor had planned the whole charade with a PR team. The betrayal was like a physical blow. Just as Amora reeled from the news, the journalist broke the story online, complete with a video of Amora and Connor sharing a private moment, twisted to look like a stage performance. The internet went wild. Amora's love story was now a scandalous headline, a cruel joke played by a privileged elite. Heartbroken, she walked out on Connor and the Oasis, her dreams turning to dust. The fallout was catastrophic. The story of the billionaire waiter and his staged romance became a nationwide scandal. Connor's lie was exposed to the world, and Amora was humiliated in the public eye. Tenny's plan was partially successful. The Adebayo family business was now under immense scrutiny, but her plot with the rival company was also uncovered, leading to her own downfall. Connor was forced to face the consequences of his deception. He held a press conference, not to deny the accusations, but to confess. He admitted to his masquerade, to his loneliness, and to the fact that he had genuinely fallen in love with Amora. The confession was a moment of public vulnerability that humbled him completely. But it was too late. Amora, shattered by the betrayal, had vanished, leaving a heartbroken Connor to pick up the pieces of his life and his reputation. A few months later, Connor, now a changed man, had a rumor. He found Amora running a small, but bustling, food stall in a busy Lagos market, her culinary dreams now a reality. He didn't approach her in a suit or with a grand gesture. He simply stood in line, waiting his turn, a single flower in his hand. He was no longer Deji the waiter or Connor the billionaire, but simply Connor, hoping to earn back the trust of the woman he had so foolishly lost.